Ever found yourself doodling on a piece of paper, only to realize you've created something pretty amazing? That's the magic of paper art. It's all about the beauty and simplicity that paper art holds. It's a medium that's accessible to everyone, everywhere. You don't need a fancy canvas or expensive paints. All you need is a piece of paper and something to etch your creativity onto it. Paper art can range from simple sketches to intricate drawings and everything in between. It's a versatile medium that accommodates every level of artistic skill. And the best part? It's a great way to make use of those old receipts and bills. Who knew your pile of old utility bills could be your next art project? We're not only creating art here, folks, we're also recycling. So, are you ready to turn that old grocery list into a masterpiece? Let's dive in. Believe it or not, creating paper art requires more than just a pencil and paper. Yes, you heard it right. It's like saying, making a pizza only requires dough. What about the toppings, huh? So, let's dive into the art supplies store of knowledge. You'll need different types of paper. Sketching paper for your initial ideas, watercolor paper for your colorful creations, and don't forget the heavyweight Bristol board for your final masterpiece. Moving on to drawing tools, there's a whole world beyond pencils. Charcoal for those deep, dark shadows, pastels for a pop of color, and inks for crisp, clean lines. And of course, no artist's toolkit would be complete without, drum roll, please, a cup of coffee. Yes, that's right, a cup of coffee. Or tea, if that's your thing. Because let's face it, creativity often comes hand in hand with caffeine. With these tools at your disposal, you're already halfway to creating your paper art masterpiece. Don't worry, you don't need to be a Picasso or a Van Gogh to create beautiful paper art. You just need to follow a few simple steps. Imagine you're a chef in a kitchen. Instead of ingredients, you have a subject for your art, a pencil and a piece of paper. Your subject is your main ingredient. It could be anything, a fruit, a landscape, or even a dream you had last night. Choose something that stirs your soul or tickles your fancy. Now let's get to preparing our main ingredient. Sketch out a basic outline. This is like chopping your vegetables. You don't have to be precise, just get the general shape and proportions right. A little bit off here, that's okay, just as you don't want your carrots too perfect. A little irregularity adds character to your art. Next, we move on to adding details. Think of this as seasoning your dish. Sprinkle in the details lightly at first. You can always add more, but taking away is a bit tricky. Start with the larger details and gradually work your way to the smaller ones. It's like adding salt before pepper, or in this case, drawing the eyes before the eyelashes. Now, we're ready to add some heat. This is where shading comes in. Just like cooking, you want to control your heat. Lighter areas are like low heat, and darker areas are high heat. Be careful not to burn your art by adding too much darkness too quickly. Gradually build up your shades. Finally, it's time for coloring, or, as we say in the kitchen, plating up. This is where your creation truly comes to life. Like garnishing a dish, adding color should enhance your work, not overpower it. Choose your colors wisely. Remember, a little goes a long way. Remember, practice makes perfect, so keep refining your skills and soon you'll be creating paper art that can rival any gallery piece. Before we say goodbye, let's quickly go over what we've learned today. We started by appreciating the distinct charm of paper art, the nostalgic feel of a pencil scratching against a page, and how it's an art form accessible to anyone, anywhere. Who knew that such a simple medium could provide endless opportunities for expression? Then, we dove into the nitty-gritty, revealing that to create paper art, you need more than just a pencil and paper. From different paper types to various drawing tools, we've got you covered. And don't worry, you won't have to rob a bank to afford these. We also walked you through some easy-to-follow steps to start your paper art journey. From sketching to shading, and even erasing, we've turned you from a doodle maker to a potential Picasso. Remember, the world is your canvas, but sometimes all you need is a piece of paper. Until next time, keep creating beautiful art.